I'm going to bring faraway Downs back to life.
You don't know what you're talking about. Running a station?
Mr. Drover, I am as capable as any man.
You can't be serious.
Baz Luhrmann's epic new film Australia stars Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman, two of the biggest names in showbiz. The movie's filled with action shots in Australia's Northern Territory and the neighbouring state of Western Australia. And naturally, a film of this scale takes in a lot of locations and takes a long time to shoot. So just where did Nicole, Hugh and Baz hang out during the making of the film? Well, let's find out. First stop on the showbiz trail is this place. This is the Roma Bar in Darwin's Kavanagh Street. It was here that Nicole and her husband Keith Urban would stop and sup coffees in between takes. Well, they did once anyway. Who knows? Nicole may have used this very cup. Sadly, we'll never know if Nicole actually used that cup, but we do know that she used a whip in the film, and the man who designed it can be found down the road at Darwin's Mindle Beach Sunset Markets.
Well, we wanted to make whips that were very special, very easy to crack, technically correct in all respects, including the length of the handle, the length of the thong, so it fitted the character. For example, we wanted a really easy whip to crack for Nicole because that's, you know, what you want to do, make something really good for the lady. Hugh Jackman is 6'5", so we wanted to make a slightly longer handle and a nice 7-foot whip for him. And yeah, that was how it all went.
Film sets come in all different shapes and sizes. Imagine this, covered with hundreds of cattle being driven by actors on horseback in period costume. But fortunately, you don't have to be a film star to visit this set.
Yes, anyone can enjoy the experience that Nicole had just after she'd finished filming when she took a helicopter ride over the spectacular Kakadu National Park in the Northern Territory.
This is so cool. The girls, seriously, tie your hair back.
And it's this spectacular landscape that caught Baz's imagination. And if you head into Western Australia, you'll start to see some familiar locations.
Behind me here are the Coburn Ranges, and it's on this very spot that Baz Luhrmann was awestruck and inspired to make much of the movie right here. And that's why they call this place Luhrrs Lookout.
It's located at the Home Valley Station just outside of Kununurra, and down the road from there is the El Questro Wilderness Park, which also saw plenty of film action.
I know the film's going to be absolutely magnificent because I saw the action scenes. The cattle come from here, from El Questro. The drought scenes were all done here on El Questro, and they were the scenes that probably interested me the most anyway, were those scenes with the cattle and how it was all put together. And it was amazing. It's going to be an amazing movie.
Everywhere you look around here, you're confronted with places that were featured in the movie. For example, behind me here is where Nicole Kidman in the film crosses the river in her vintage car. The locals have even taken to calling it Kidman Crossing. And there she is now.
We are in the presence of yet another film star. This place here, this is Stoke's Hill Wharf. You'll see it right at the end of the film where the Japanese bombers come over and bomb Darwin.
It was filmed predominantly down at Stoke Hill Wharf, the scene of the most impact during the Second World War, and particularly the Darwin bombings. Created quite a stir. Everyone was keen. We all wanted to see Nicole and Hugh and see them wander around town.
For all of us, it was great. It was the best thing that happened to Darwin for many years, the actual filming of the movie. You know, everyone got a little bit out of it, and all the locals got to see what goes on out there in Hollywood.
Back to Kununurra now. Many of the cast members stayed around here during the filming. For example, Nicole was often seen out for an early morning jog, and Baz Luhrmann left a more lasting legacy on the town. Yes, Baz didn't only rent a house here. Whilst he was in town, he planted a tree here in the Celebrity Tree Park. Other stars that have done the same include Rolf Harris and Princess Anne, but we know this one's Baz's because some cheeky film fan has made off with the plaque.
We did invite Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman to plant a tree, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. So Baz Luhrmann came with an Aboriginal person that was in the movie, David Numajara, to actually plant the tree and explain a little bit to the community about what the movie was all about and why they picked this part of the world to have their movie.
And so, our frolic along the fame-filled freeway has finally finished, and sadly, neither of us got to see Nicole, but there is no doubt that we did see some of the stardust that she left behind. Hugh Jackman, is that you?